The Apollo 11 space mission will forever be remembered, of course, for putting a man, actually two men, on the moon. Now the third man who had to pilot the command module, Michael Collins, has died. He was 90 and had had cancer.
We crew felt the weight of the world on our shoulders. We knew that everyone would be looking at us, friend or foe.
And indeed they were. Collins himself came within 69 miles of the moon's surface, orbiting the planet. He never begrudged Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin their moonwalk.
Now, Michael Collins, one of the 3 US astronauts who flew to the moon in 1969, has died at the age of 90. It was Mr. Collins' job to keep the Apollo 11 command module orbiting the moon while crewmates Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin stepped onto the planet's surface, the first humans ever to do so. Our science correspondent Jonathan Amos looks at his life and career.
Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin and Michael Collins achieved something extraordinary that even now, 52 years later, still stirs a sense of wonder. Armstrong is no longer with us. He died in 2012, and now comes the news of the passing of another member of this remarkable Apollo 11 trio, Michael Collins. His family and NASA have announced his death from cancer at the age of 90. Collins was an integral part of the mission, but is often labelled the forgotten man because he didn't actually go down to the surface. He stayed in the command module, circling the moon, while Armstrong and Aldrin made their boot marks in the lunar soil. That he missed out was something he never complained about.
I did not have the best seat of the three on Apollo 11, but I can say in all honesty, I was thrilled with the seat that I did have. I knew that I had somehow lucked into being 1/3 of the team that was going to do this wonderful thing, and my function suited me fine. I mean, yeah, sure, I would have preferred to walk on the moon, but that really seemed trivial distinction at the time. I was very pleased with my responsibilities on the flight.
His responsibilities on that mission included making sure Armstrong and Aldrin could get home. If something had gone wrong during the ascent from the lunar surface, Collins would be their only help. When the three men returned to Earth, they all had to deal with the adulation in their own way. Like Armstrong, Collins didn't particularly like the limelight and rejected the idea they were celebrities. He saw the moon missions as a great collective effort.
I remember so vividly the trip that the three of us took after the flight of Apollo 11, and we were surprised that everywhere we went, every city we visited, we were not greeted with, "Oh, well, you Americans finally did it." We were greeted with, "We did it. We, humanity, we human beings have put ourselves, our talents together, and we have done it."
Michael Collins left NASA very soon after coming home, although he continued in public service. His death comes just as the US Space Agency plans a return to the lunar surface with new rockets and space capsules. A new generation of astronauts will soon walk in Apollo's footsteps. Whether they can ever recreate quite the aura that surrounded Michael Collins and his crewmates, though, is open to question. Jonathan Amos, BBC News.
That's the life of Michael Collins, astronaut and one of those first men on Apollo 11 from at the age of 90.